Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the new Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fishface. Another mutant villain to put at Shredder's side is starting to hit toy shelves right now. Fishface comes in the standard Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles blister card packaging, featuring those bright greens and purples on the front. And then the back gives us a bio and an image of the character from the new cartoon series, as well as shows off some of the other figures currently available in stores. Alright, so Shredder's Underworld underwater thug. It's one of his new sidekicks in the animated series, and this guy is an incredibly cool looking figure, I have to say. So the whole concept, of course, is that this is a big mutant fish. And there are some really cool details on this one that I think are just completely ingenious. First of all, you'll notice that he doesn't have actual legs. He's using these robot legs, which are this metallic silver plastic, and it's attached around his waist. So I think that is a really cool concept, that he's a big mutant fish, but he doesn't have legs. So he's got to use these robot legs that are attached to him. On top of that, you'll also notice he's wearing this orange backpack that has little cables that are attached to his gills, which must obviously be pumping water in so that he can breathe out on land. Again, another very cool concept going into the design of this character. He's got a really neat face with some bright yellow eyes and this really cool big jaw with giant teeth sticking out of it. The jaw is not articulated. It looks like it should be opening and closing, but it's not. It is attached and shut. Opening and closing would have been kind of neat, but I'm not too fussed that it doesn't. And overall, the paint job on the guy is pretty great. I mean, he's got a good mixture of colors here. The orange of his backpack is just a bright orange, and it's pretty basic, but I do like the nice metallic silver of the robot legs. His body is this really cool magenta-type color, and it does have some nice fading into a white paint on the front of his belly there, so it's a pretty nice-looking paint job all around. Now, as far as his articulation goes, the head is able to turn both left and right, and the good thing is the little cables do not hinder the movement whatsoever. You can still fully turn the head left and right. You got ball-like joints at the shoulder, so you can move the arms outwards, forwards, and backwards. You have swivels at the wrist, so you can turn the hands. You got a swivel at the waist right above the robot legs there. Then, of course, those legs are able just to move forwards and backwards in standard articulation for the legs, and then the tail itself is able to swivel. So, not an overly articulated figure, but it does the trick, and you can still get some pretty cool little poses out of him there. Now, Fishface does include two weapons. First of all, he's got this really big, oversized type sword. It's huge. It's got a really long handle, but you can get him to hold it in either one of his hands there. And it is just a solid gray plastic, which is what we've basically seen with all of the weapons so far in this new Turtle line. Now, his second weapon works a little bit better, and it's one that I like better. It's just a small little switchblade type knife. And again, you can get him to hold that in either one of his hands, and he actually looks really cool holding onto this one. So this is another villain in the new Turtles line that kind of suffers from a lack of articulation. I do sort of wish more characters had the amount of articulation that the four Turtles do in this line, but again, I'm not overly concerned with the articulation. It's something I guess I'm just kind of used to with Turtles figures, and the fact is that Fishface here is such a cool design that I really am just not bothered by it. The more I hold on to this guy and play around with him and look at him, the more I really love the design. Fishface is probably one of my absolute favorite figures in this whole line so far, just because I think he's got a really cool look to him. And you get him lined up with Dog Pound, get him behind Shredder, and you got yourself your new team there, your new villain trio. I mean, come on, Shredder has had lots of mutant sidekicks in the past. Bebop and Rocksteady, Toka and Razar, and now it's Fishface and Dog Pound. So Fishface is part of Series 2 and is starting to hit toy shelves right now. So happy hunting, and until next time.